so since I do work in a mechanical field, I do hands-on stuff every once in a while.
Right.
More sales than anything. So you already know how customers can be in a customer.
For sure. Yeah, no,
base,
dude. And I'm sure you probably experienced some crazy things. Some beat up hoopties and stuff, like some cars that probably shouldn't even be running, but somehow they're running. And
yep.
I'm sure, dude. I'm sure you probably got some crazy customer stories dude.
Too many times more than good, I guess. So yeah, I mean, as far as customer base. I have stories about customers, I have stories about cars, all that stuff. But
yeah,
I mean, I've been working on cars for like 3 or 4 years now, so I'm not the most experienced in the field. There's too much to learn.
But still, I mean, at the same time, you know more than most people. Like
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, most people know the basics. You got to get your oil change. You got to do.
You definitely got to do that.
Get your oil change. Do that sort of stuff. So, like, I mean, what are some of the things that maybe people should be aware about in terms of like keeping your car maintained and doing those sort of things, other than kind of the obvious getting your oil change,
filter change,
right?
Like that.
So I suggest when you do service your vehicle or you are driving, especially in Tucson or Arizona, it is hot. Check your coolant. Check your coolant for sure. Check that always.
Make sure your AC is going.
Yeah, check your fluids. Check your your oil levels, because people don't know this, but an old engine burns oil faster than a new engine would. So if you have an older vehicle, it's burning oil a lot quicker than a new vehicle. So if you're running out of oil, or if you're driving it for a long period of time and not getting your oil serviced or oil changed, and you check your dipstick, there's not going to be any oil in there if you're going past the service recommendation of that vehicle.
Yeah, because then you're running on dry, right? It's dry,
and
then it ruins your engine even quicker than that. So
you need to lubricate your engine with the oil. That's pretty much what it's there for, and then keeping the cylinders running.
I know that. I think it's like over 80,000 miles. You're supposed to get like a different type of oil too, right? Like high mileage.
Yeah. So we suggest at my store, we suggest like a high mileage oil. It's recommended for 75,000 miles or more, just because it helps lubricate certain engine components.
It's just like a thicker oil too, probably.
It not only that, but it does help with to prevent from oil leaks and just to lubricate the gaskets and all the cylinders and stuff. So
dude, I mean, take notes, guys.
Yeah, even those two things right there, I had no idea. I had no idea that over 75,000 or the coolant or checking that. Like, I mean, what's the green? I think it's the radiator, right? You put in like that green liquid. It's like antifreeze, or what's it called?
Right, yeah, antifreeze or coolant / antifreeze. So it's a 50-50 mix depending on where you go. People think that since coolant has different types of colors, it's not true. It's just a dye that they add into it to specify it. Like Toyota, they have like a pink coolant that they put into their cooling systems. So whenever and our shop carries like a neon green type color one.
Yeah, that's the main one I've seen, is like a light green, almost like a highlighter green.
Right. So that one, it's just a dye, really. That's all it is. That's all that really coolant is. But people think since, it's pink coolant, I need to get a special type of coolant for it. No, it's just a dye additive that they put into it.
Yeah, so the color doesn't really matter as long as you just get that antifreeze in there.
Right.
That's the most important.
You just need that. I see way too many times people come in and, their vehicles are overheating because they don't have any coolant in their radiator or their coolant reservoir. The main thing to look at is that the radiator for sure, just because it is an important item.
Yeah, I mean, it's very important. Cool. It keeps it cool because
it goes hot. Doesn't the meter start just getting
in there, and then it just heats up the car.
If it overheats to a certain extent, you're looking at a new engine.
Yeah,
let's just say that.
That's at a couple, a few $1,000s. So that's tough. Yeah, keep your shit cool, dude.
Exactly. Don't let it go down. That's by all means.
Yeah, dude. I do have a question for you too, like another car question. I have a Honda Civic Si.
Right.
When you open, you open the gas, whatever. What's it called? Like a gas door. It's not even a door, but like a
gas door.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever that's called. So right there, I open it up and it says premium gas only.
Right.
So what would happen to my car if I put just like the normal unleaded? Like, is it going to be that big of a deal? Like,
it's octanes, right?
Or is it fake?
Like
is it like is it lying to me that it should be premium only? Or
I would do premium. Reason for that is because there is premium gas available. If you look at Lamborghinis, Ferraris, anything like that,
premium?
it has an octane level that you're supposed to put into the vehicle, but it's not your common gas station, Shell, Circle K, Speedway, you know, whatever.
So it's
they're not going
top
to
of the
carry
line
that.
gas.
Yeah.
Really? So if you have like a Lamborghini, you couldn't go to like a Costco or something and refill. Damn.
I mean, you can, but you're going to use premium gas. Like, that's going to be the closest thing to the closest octane that vehicle requires.
So you'd have to order special gas or what? What's
I'm sure. I mean, obviously, people with Lambos got money. You know, I'm sure they have like money to be able to gather the resources they need. But still, it seems like that'd be a huge pain in the ass if.
It is, yeah. I mean, obviously, I don't own a Lamborghini or Ferrari, but
I mean,
you
for
know,
rich people, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Right? For people that can't afford the Lambos and stuff, I'm sure it's
Right.
no big deal for
Right.
them. You know, they got people for it or whatever. You
right.
know,
Yeah, I mean, even the vehicles nowadays, you know, like they require like I don't even know, like the one that you're using, the premium is 91 octane, right?
yeah, that's the number on it. Yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, I think there's 87, 89, and 91
right.
octane.
Yeah.
So what I usually suggest, if it is a premium vehicle, use premium gas. You know? I mean, if
Listen to the rules.
Right. Just listen to it. You know, it's overall going to help you. You know, basically the fuel goes through the whole system how it should. You know, if you use a lower octane, it basically creates soot inside the vehicle,
And it's just going to make it worse,
right.
and you're going to have problems down the road and
Right,
stuff. So,
exactly.
so do it. You know, pay the extra, however, like 30 cents extra just for that premium gas if
Worth
your
it.
car takes that. So, just do it. I mean,
Right.
listen to it. Listen to this guy. He's a mechanic. He's an expert in cars. He knows what he's talking about.
What if you don't have a car that's good? Like, what if you like not a Civic or like just a regular old, I don't know, like a.
Like, would you like just a
What
normal
if you
car?
don't need it? Yeah. What if your car doesn't recommend premium? It's nothing. It's just a normal everyday car. Like, is there any advantages to putting in like premium gas?
You know, it's hard to say just because I'm not too familiar with gas and how it runs through the system. I know that if it does require, or if the manufacturer suggests a certain, you know,
Just do
octane
it.
of gas,
Just do it.
I
Yeah.
just suggest to do it. Older vehicles, you know, obviously, you know, you definitely want to probably run premium gas through them, just because they're. So if you use like a lower octane gas, it will create problems as far as check engine lights and stuff like that. Just because they're not processing through the system properly. I've seen that quite a bit. It's really hard to say just because I'm not too much of an expert as far as gas moving through the vehicle.
But yeah, just listen to it. I mean, you know,
If you do have an older vehicle, I suggest, you know, just make sure you maintain it. Do oil changes regularly, if not early. You know, just
to be safe. Yeah.
Constantly check your things. You know, older vehicles do need love. Stuff's gonna break, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I see quite a bit of that. People are like, "Oh, well, it only has 80,000 miles, but it's from 1990." It's like, dude, well, we live in Arizona. You know, it's real hot. You
Yeah,
know, like,
exactly. The heat doesn't help.
No. You know, so I mean, it's like if you've been sitting in your chair for 20 years and you get up and move and your freaking arm breaks. You know.
Yeah.
Of course, because it's not used to moving and stuff. You know,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It makes complete sense. But
Right.